Undeploying a process sounds technical, but it's actually quite simple once you break it down. First, you need to find the deployment that's causing you trouble. Think of it as identifying the troublemaker in a classroom. Then, you pick the right method to undeploy, kind of like choosing the best way to get rid of a stubborn stain. Follow the steps carefully, and before you know it, the process is undeployed. Just don't forget to check if it actually worked. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. Dell Boomi Deployments help glue different applications together, making data flow seamlessly. Imagine trying to organize a chaotic digital family reunion. Boomi steps in as the peacekeeper. Each deployment has processes, components, and environments working together like a well-rehearsed orchestra. Managing them efficiently keeps everything harmonious, preventing last-minute technical meltdowns. Think of undeploying like decluttering your digital space. You wouldn't keep old junk lying around, right? Removing outdated processes frees up resources and keeps your system running like a well-oiled machine. It also boosts security because unused processes are like unlocked doors in a house. Why risk it? Efficiency is the goal, so let's tidy things up. There's more than one way to undeploy a process, just like there's more than one way to make a good cup of coffee. The deployment screen is straightforward. The API gives you control, manual undeployment requires patience, and automation makes life easy. Choose wisely, because a smooth undeployment is like getting rid of a bad haircut. Quick, painless, and freeing. All right, let's talk about deleting deployments the right way. First, we need to make sure we're using the correct deployment ID. Getting it wrong could lead to some messy consequences. Before hitting delete, let's double-check any dependencies tied to this deployment. We can use API calls or the UI to pass the ID, whichever works best. Finally, let's keep an eye on the logs to confirm that everything has been cleared. See, easy peasy. Legacy deployments. The old but sometimes gold. They may not be as efficient as newer models, but they still serve their purpose. If you're considering moving forward, transitioning to modern systems can make a world of difference. Of course, backward compatibility is a must. We don't want things breaking unexpectedly. And hey, if you're dealing with legacy setups, solid documentation is your best friend. Future will thank you. Undeploying. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. First, let's check out what's attached to the environment. Surprises aren't fun here. Next, we detach dependencies carefully so nothing breaks. A quick configuration check helps us dodge those annoying errors. And lastly, proper cleanup is a must. A tidy workspace equals a happy deployment. Let's keep it neat. Detaching a process. It's like taking off a sticky bandage, but with fewer tears. We start by identifying which processes are still holding on. Then, we safely remove dependencies without causing chaos. A quick test ensures everything is still running smoothly. Finally, the logs confirm whether our detachment mission was successful. Congrats! You're now a deployment ninja. Rollback or undeploy? That's the million-dollar question. Rollback is like a time machine, letting us return to a previous state with minimal fuss. Meanwhile, undeploy says goodbye permanently. Rollbacks help minimize downtime, while undeploy ensures a fresh start. So, the choice depends on whether you want a do-over or a complete wipeout. Managing deployments. Easy if you follow best practices. Version control is a lifesaver for tracking changes. Automation makes sure deployments stay smooth and reliable. Keep an eye on the logs. They always spill the beans on issues. And let's not forget configuration updates. No one likes an outdated system. Stick to these, and your deployments will thank you. And that's a wrap. We've covered everything from deployment ID to legacy systems, undeploying strategies, and even the rollback debate. Following best practices ensures things run smoothly. And knowing when to roll back or undeploy prevents headaches. The takeaway: keep things clean, organized, and efficient, and you'll be a deployment pro. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.